Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be recreating this Hande Ercel Urf Hayat inspired makeup look. Now a lot of you have been requesting me to recreate one of her makeup looks, so yeah, here it is. And yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then please keep on watching, but also don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean my face, and I'm just taking a cotton pad and taking some micellar water into it and just swiping my face with it. And after that I'm gonna use a moisturizer. Now if you have super duper sensitive skin, then I would highly recommend this moisturizer, and I'm just gonna let it sit for 2 minutes or so, and then I will move on to the primer. Now this one is a very good primer if you have super duper oily skin, and I used to like this a lot, then I don't know why I stopped using it. And I'm concentrating on my T-zone area where I tend to get oily the most. Now I am using a illuminator under my foundation because she has a very beautiful dewy looking skin, but it was not too dewy, so I'm not using any dewy foundation. Instead I'm using an illuminator underneath my foundation, and then I'm gonna move on to my actual base. And here you can see it made my skin look so beautiful and dewy as I am glowing from within. Next I'm using a concealer underneath my foundation because I don't want my foundation to look cakey, and I'm gonna use very little amount. That's why I'm using the concealer underneath. And if you ask me, I don't like this concealer that much. I won't recommend it to anyone. Now guys, I was checking her Instagram account, and all of her makeup looks are so wearable yet pretty, so I'm definitely gonna recreate some more makeup looks. Next I'm mixing two of my current favorite foundations. One is a super duper matte foundation and another one is dewy. Now the Lakme one is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, that's why I love mixing my Chambor foundation to it. And another thing I like about my Chambor foundation is it makes your skin look like skin, and as you can see it gives such a beautiful coverage, so I really like mixing my foundations lately. Next, to set everything on place, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm using very little amount because I don't want my face to look powdery or cakey, because she was having a very beautiful and flawless base, so I was just trying to mimic that. So I'm mostly concentrating under my eyes and on my T-zone area, and whatever is left on the brush I'm just swiping it all across my face. Moving on to my brows, and she is having a very natural looking brows, so I'm just using a pencil to fill in the gaps, and that's it. I don't want anything too stark or bushy. I just want a very natural looking brows today. Moving on to my eyes, and as you can see she is having a brown smoky eye, so I'm using my Profusion Cosmetics Amber Eyes palette today. And if you don't have this palette, you can use your Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette as well. Their shades are quite similar. Now this eyeshadow palette is a little bit pricier than the Wet n Wild one, but the matte shades are super duper blendable and they are very pigmented. Now as you can see here, I'm just intensifying my crease with this cool toned eyeshadow, and I'm just taking it towards the tail of my brows, and it gives a very beautiful shape to my eye. Next I'm taking this brown shade from this palette, and the shade is so pigmented, so first I'm just placing it on my outer corner, and then I'm dragging my brush towards my eyelid, like I am applying it all over my eyelid. And whatever was left in the brush, I'm just dragging it towards my bottom lash line as well. That's how it is going to give me a very beautiful soft smoky eye. Then taking the same brown shade and intensifying my lid color. Now if you look closely in this picture, she is having a very soft brown liner going on, and I'm using my MAC brown eyeliner. So first I'm gonna apply this Kohl pencil very closely to my lash line, and then I'm gonna just smudge it with the smudger it comes with. And once that is done, I'm taking the same brown eyeshadow that I have used previously, and I'm taking a brush and just smudging it further, and that's how it is going to look very soft and not too stark. Next I curled my lashes and applied some generous coats of mascara because she is having some beautiful lashes, but they are not falsies, they are just the mascara. Next I'm using a nude pencil on my waterline. Now I have this one, you can use whatever you have. Next I'm taking this contour shade from this Wet n Wild MegaGlo contouring palette. I really like this contour shade a lot, and she is having very beautiful chiseled cheekbones, so I'm using a contour and a bronzer today. Generally I don't do that, so I either use a contour or a bronzer. I don't use them both, but today for the sake of this video I'm using them. And yeah, don't forget to contour your nose, okay? Next, to get that beautiful summery bronzy sun-kissed makeup look, I'm using this bronzer on my cheekbones and on the forehead wherever the sun hits to get that sun-kissed look. Then I'm using a very natural looking blush to my cheeks. It will give me some color to my cheeks, but it's not like too on your face kind of blush. Now she is having a very subtle glow to her face, and I'm using my Revolution Pro Illuminate to get that beautiful glow, but it's not like too on your face. It looks dewy but in a very natural way. Moving on to the lips, and I'm using a lip liner as my lip contour because I saw her picture and she kinda overlined her bottom lips in a very subtle way, and it was a nude lip liner, so I'm using the K Beauty lip liner in the shade Hype. Now this is a perfect lipstick match. I was so happy when I found this lipstick, and it was a perfect match to her lipstick. And yeah, this is in the shade I Explore. Now if you have watched my top 20 nude lipsticks video, you will know that this is my absolutely favorite lipstick, and the formula is also amazing. This toner works beautifully as a face mist, and it locks down everything on place. And yeah, that's the finished look. I hope you guys like this makeup look. I really enjoyed creating it, and I hope you enjoy this video as well. If you do, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I will see you in my next video. Bye.